Hi mamas. So I decided to record a quick video about milk production increase, like increasing your milk production. I am outside today because it is gorgeous. So let's talk about milk production increase. So there's a number of different ways you can work on your milk production increase. One of the ways that I work on my milk production increase is to trick my body. There's so many different ways you can trick your body. I use it by using a natural pump as well as a portable pump to trick my body. I had twins before, so my body produced enough for twins, and but now I didn't have a twin. I have a few months. I have one baby boy this time. He's a few months old. And I am still hanging in there, mamas. So today I'm just gonna put together a quick video because I did have a few questions over the last few days. Sorry, I'm moving around. I do this myself. There is no production team behind me. So I received a few questions about how I increase my milk production. So there are teas out there, there's granola bars, there's different ways and techniques that you can increase your milk. I just simply, I've tried those things. Some of them work in my opinion, some of them, but for me, what the easiest way is to just trick your body. So the way you do that is when it's time for baby to feed, you attach baby to either side. And then on the other side, you attach a pump or device, or you can even naturally express your milk using your hand. So for me, when I am home and all by myself, I use this. This is a Hawka. Now, guys, I am not paid to show you any of the items that I'm about to show you. When I start getting paid by these companies, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, this is just my own experience based off the products that I own and I spent my hard-earned money on. So this is the Hawka. It is made from silicone, and when I attach my baby to one side of my chest, I attach this to the other side. I do this in the privacy in my own home, or if I'm traveling with my kids, because you guys know I love to be around my family. I travel with them. In a hotel, I attach this. And the reason being because this comes, it protrudes, so it looks all if you're out in public and this is coming out from your shirt, it just, for me, just is a little weird for me, personally. So you attach this, you just suction it together and you let it go. Now this part right here is where your breast goes into, your nipple goes into here, into the part here. You can even pull it back. I've seen some people pull it back, add your chest into it, and just pull it up to work its way back up. You just suction the bottom and then just let nature take its course. While the baby is attached to one side, you'll notice that your other side will start to produce milk. So that's the way I trick my body. I make my body believe that it's feeding two babies at the same time, and it increases it. It helps with my stash. It helps with just keeping my bottles in the refrigerator, my stash in my refrigerator, my freezer up. So if I'm away and I can't bring my family, my husband has milk to feed the baby and keep himself sane, because that baby don't want his bottle time. So I use the Haka. If this doesn't work, or if I'm like out in public and I'm feeding the baby in public, like let's say if we go to the park or amusement park, what I do instead of using the Haka, if you guys heard that noise, yes, that is a goat. I do live in an area where there's like bears, cats, oh my, goats, everything. So from time to time in my video, you will hear a strange noise, and yes, it is an animal, guys. Okay. So the other thing I use is a portable pump. This one, for me, it looks all bulky, but once you get it into your shirt, it's not that bulky. But when I have it all attached, my husband likes to call me breastmilk prime. So what I do is I add this into the other side, into my shirt. There's an attachment piece. Now there are more discreet portable pumps out there made by different companies. It's just the way my bank account is set up right now. It wasn't ready for that more discreet one. So this one for me was a little cheaper. I have two of them. I spent about $160. I'll attach the link in this in the description or the comments. So I attached this together. I have it suction on one side, I'm feeding the baby on this side, or vice versa, depending on what side. Because my son has his preference. He prefers the left over the right. At night he prefers the right over the left, so he has his own little personality. He has his own preferences. So I just trick my body to believe that it's feeding two babies, or to believe that my baby's appetite has increased. So you'll notice that your body will decrease and increase based off your baby's appetite. The more you breastfeed, the more you pump, the more your milk will come out. The less you breastfeed, the less you pump, the more you'll see your milk start to dwindle down. Now, if your milk's starting to dwindle down at this point, never fear, it's always there. Right? So at this point, your baby can latch on and find the milk. You'd be surprised. Even when you think, yeah, it's nothing there, and when my breast is on its last leg, like looks like this little flabby patty right here, my son latches on, the chest just activates, and feed him. There's that goat. So it activates and it feeds him. And so what I do is, again, I just take this and hold on one second. All right, I'm back, guys. It was having, both goats was having a whole emotional thing. And no, those are not my goats. Those are my neighbor goats. So again, one way you can increase your milk production is to use different, either natural pumps, or very natural pumps like this, or you can use a suction pump. Now, if you have one of those pumps that plugs into the wall, everything to you, I leave my hat to you. I hate being tethered to the wall. But if you do have them, I did use them for for some time until I got this. I actually been using this for the last 3 months. I'll write a review on it. But if you still attach, you can attach one side and let the baby drink from the other side. That is a way to increase your milk production. There's also another way where it's called like power hour, where if you connect let's say if the baby's sleeping and maybe you fed the baby a bottle or something, put the baby to sleep, and your breasts just a little heavy, they're not full but they're a little heavy, that you could do like a power hour session. And so what you want to do is you want to attach both of your pumps, whether it be portable or electric. You want to attach it, pump yourself for maybe about, be on for like 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then stop. Give yourself a break for like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and then pump again. And then what you're doing is you're not so much looking for the volume of the milk. What you're doing is you're activating, and those pumps is basically tricking your body again to your body is telling your body that the baby is starting to feed more off of itself. So we call that a power hour. You could do 10 to 15 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 10 to 15 minutes on, or 15 minutes on, 10 minutes off. So just make sure that you do it within an hour, and regardless of whatever comes out after an hour, that's it. You don't have to do that every day. You could possibly do that maybe once or twice a week, depending on your schedule. You could change it up a bit, but that is a way to also increase your milk. Again, it's all about your body's natural ability to produce the milk. It is always there. And guys, I am looking at this camera. I am loving my hair, because as you know, breastfeeding does take your nutrients out, and my baby hairs are coming in, guys. I'll show you the picture, but it was a struggle. I had to change my vitamins up, and I had to change up some of the things that I was eating, because I wanted to give my baby the best, but it was pulling out my curls. And I'm starting to get my volume back and my thickness and all of this up here. I'll show you those pictures. All of this up here. Oh, but girl, look at all that. Look at that baby here. Look at all that baby here coming back. I'm loving it. Sorry, I digress. But yes, if you guys have any questions, you want me to make a video on anything, all things breastfeeding and baby. I have 4 beautiful kids. All 4 of my kids have been breastfed. I have twin boys that are now 13, huge monsters. And I have a 10-year-old girl. So my 13-year-old boys were nursed until they were about 22 months. yeah, 22 months. My 10-year-old daughter was breastfed until she was about 18 months because she had to be out. She was like, it's time for me to be out in the world, and she did not like to be tethered, so she just was done. This baby, I'm hoping to do it to about 12 months. If I can go longer, great. But 12 months is my goal, so wish me luck. I only have a few more months to go uh to reach my goal, but I'm hoping to surpass it. I'm also donating milk, so that's, that's nice. I'll put a video together. I donate to local milk banks. There's some milk banks that give you $1 per ounce, so you could donate to them. They use it for NICU babies. And some of them will compensate you for your time for like $1 an ounce donated. It's a really cool thing. I feel really good about donating and giving back to the community through my breast milk, and it also helps me with my stash. So we'll talk about stash in another video, because stash is where it's at right now. My stash is actually dwindling because I had to be away from the baby for about a week, and my husband, he tried to get, poor, bless his heart, he tried to get a little sleep, so he was just going through the ounces. And I like to keep anywhere from like 2 to 3 months stash, because in the back of my head I freak out, what if I can't make it to 12 months? So I always overproduce and stash it, and whatever I have left over, I'll donate it. So I'll make a video about how to get that stash up there. But guys, enjoy your breastfeeding journey. It is a journey that does have an end date. You don't know when that end date will be. Mine's is my goal is to make it to 12 months. Some goal is to make it to 18 months. Some is 2. We all look different. Our goals are all different. So just be the best you. Bye guys.